One of the final thought I had is that I think with the Twitter files coming out, Elon has just published recently that everyone will be able to monitor their accounts to see how much you're being throttled, restricted, etc. It just seems like an interesting, potentially proactive step where we can be involved in a network and be able to audit that network potentially in real time. What an incredible concept, you know.
I think it's exactly what you and I have been talking about.
Yeah.
You know, let's build trust on the basis of transparency, not on the basis of some institution saying, don't worry, we got you covered.
Yeah. Well, we have our documentary film coming out in about 3 months that chronicles what happened to us in those 4 weeks kind of in 2020 and all of the details. And I can't wait to tell the story. It's kind of fascinating now how it's still super important and prescient even 2.5 years later. And of course, the Twitter files really actually even shocked me. Even as experiencing that, I would have never thought that those kinds of things were happening behind the scenes. I thought I was just being paranoid or unlucky, or there was a coordination. I even remember asking people on the show saying, well, why would, you know, a place like Google or YouTube, you know, be doing this based on a medical thing? It doesn't seem like they would have an interest. But again, if there was some type of a coordinated government activity saying we'd rather these things not being talked about, it kind of all makes sense. And
Brian, it's very important that you tell that story.
Yeah.
It's very important you tell that story, because the story, you know, despite the Twitter files, it's not being covered by the major media outlets. You know, you don't hear anything about the Twitter files on a lot of the major broadcasters, and they're doing us a disservice. These are important stories. You know, a free people hold their government accountable. That doesn't mean we're anti-government, but we hold governments accountable to preserve our rights. Right? You know, in the United States context, government was instituted to protect our rights, right? We need to hold them accountable to protect and preserve those rights. That's why government exists.
Yeah, it's so important. And so if people, first of all, I'm curious what will happen with the Twitter files. I mean, again, it almost feels like a lot of the world, maybe it's Washington or the media, is trying to just ignore them for a while and let them go. They might actually successfully do that. Which concerns me. But if anybody listening to us now is concerned by what they see at the Twitter files, they should dive into this digital dollar and what you're doing with this initiative. And if that outrages you, then you should take that emotion and put it into, well, this is maybe the one thing that could prevent that from happening in the future. And I've never seen the parallels as much as I've seen it like today when you describe it. So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real. And he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks. Was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex
concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's of course been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.